Tag TV and Tag Radio be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by GlobalSpeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of GlobalSpeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. 132 million. That's right. A Google search for Awards Georgia will bring up over 132 million results. Yet, in all that recognition, only one award, the Excalibur, has become the sought-after, truly deserved recognition of every segment of our state's economy. Small, mid-size, and large enterprises, academic and government institutions, from the big mega-market segment industry leaders in healthcare, hospitality, energy, finance, and manufacturing, to the nonprofit organizations that make us a truly real community. It's a call for the 2011 Excalibur Awards nominations, the companies, the agencies, and the educational institutions that truly deserve recognition for technology innovation and accomplishing competitive advantage. Recognition, truly deserve recognition, time-honored, uncompromising, and rooted deep into a heritage of generations of innovation. It sprang from the very first Georgia Technology Summit back in 2004, when leaders from across the state gathered in numbers never seen before to celebrate Georgia technology industry's awakening, an awakening to the fact that innovation was in our DNA. In the decades and decades of amazing accomplishments of the heralded members of the Technology Hall of Fame, to the top 40 most innovative companies chosen year in and year out by a rigorous selection process that ultimately narrows hundreds of nominations to an elite top 10 honored at the premier annual event. Awards, when you understand that it's all about recognition, truly deserved recognition, then you also know it's all about competition, the best among all others, and in today's global interconnected economy, aspiring to be the best makes competition, well, a very healthy thing. And so it goes. Now heading to the 7th year, our industry and our state begin yet again to recognize the best among all others as the Technology Association of Georgia calls out to every city, every chamber, every organization, every enterprise that nominations are now being accepted for the 2011 Excalibur Awards. Greetings, everyone. It's June 2011, Excalibur Awareness Nomination Month, and this is Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. This week, up to the Excalibur Awards Awareness Nomination Month long series, the 2011 Organizing Committee Chairman for this year's awards, Todd Bell, Vice President, Information Technology, South Area CIO, Verizon Wireless. Be first to learn who this year's keynote speaker will be. Go inside the nomination and selection process and more as Tino Tech Talks Excalibur Awards, truly deserved recognition with a truly deserved recognized technology industry leader and chairman of the 2011 Excalibur Awards, Verizon Wireless, VP IT, Todd Bell.
Todd, thanks for joining me on Tech Talk today.
Hey, it's great to be here, Tina.
So we're planning our 7th annual Excalibur Awards, and thank you for chairing the event. I guess it's now's time to put the final touches on it, even though it's still a few months away, October 21st, actually, at the Renaissance Waverly. But the committee's busy working, I guess, right?
Yeah. You know, Tina, we got started early on this, and I think that we're going to have a really good event this year. Really excited about it.
Well, with your leadership in the committee that we have, as you said, pieces are coming together. And but today I think what we wanted to focus on is the importance of Excalibur and differentiate it a bit from the Georgia Technology Summit, which was actually a record-breaking event with 1,100 people this year. But talk about, and this is particularly for people listening in that hopefully will either submit their own name for a company in terms of being a nominee for the awards, or maybe they have a company in mind that they might recommend for the awards. So talk a little bit about the Excalibur Awards.
Yeah, Tino. So I really believe that the Excalibur Awards they're about recognition. It's about, we have all this IT talent, all the technical talent here in Georgia, and these great technical companies and ideas being born every day and executed on. And it's really an opportunity for us to step up and recognize what's going on out there. And I think it's important that we recognize the technology advances here. People are doing great things here in the state of Georgia, and it's great to be able to recognize it at an event like this.
Well, one of the unique things about this event is when we think about the top 40 innovative technology companies at the summit, they're really producing the technology, and that's one half of the program. But the other piece is who's using that technology, and I think this is really unique. I don't know of any other events that actually recognize the users of technology to create an ROI and differentiate their business. So, I mean, you're in that business, and you see a lot of companies in that business. How important is it for them, whether it's a marketing department or some other division that says, hey, you know, we've really picked up on this technology, we've cobbled it together with other companies, and now we've created something great that makes a difference? I mean, you see that a lot, I guess, in your business.
Yeah, we do, and it's exciting for me because one of the first things I did when I started thinking about chairing this is reach out to our sales force here in Georgia and say, how are people using our technology? And getting overwhelming responses back from our sales folks with great ideas to submit for an award. Not that we want to brag on Verizon, we want to brag on our customers' use of that technology. Same token, here in Georgia, we're grabbing a lot of ideas and using them internally here. So it is an interesting way to look at how technology is being used, and I think it's a really exciting place for larger companies like ours to have our customers be recognized for how they're using our technology. It's a good event.
So, and you mentioned earlier just this whole celebration and recognition theme, and TAG tries to be the leading organization, I think we are, that just throughout the year find various ways to recognize our companies, whether it be this event or the summit that I mentioned or the Tech Marketing Awards, and now we have the Health IT Summit and several other activities that put us in that camp. But as you said, this is a unique one, and we've seen a lot of interesting companies over the past several years that have submitted applications and been finalists, and ultimately some that have won the competition. But the thing that struck me is it could be something as small as a high school using computers, or it could be some of the big companies in town. I know that Intercontinental Hotels and Georgia Power. I guess this is one that's for everyone, right? Yeah,
it's for everyone. And as you know, Tino, as we look across the categories, it is open. You don't have to be a big guy to participate in this. You can be a nonprofit, you can be a small company, you can be a large enterprise, and everybody can participate and be recognized here.
Yeah, and it's so some of the criteria, because I know you've been digging into that with the committee. So we have, well, why don't you talk a little bit about that so the companies that know, what are the things that we're going to be measuring this year that will ultimately lead to selection of the finalists and then the winner?
Yeah, so as far as selection goes, Tino, we're looking at the creative use of technology and how that is driving the business forward. And actually looking at things like return on investment, we're looking at, we have a whole panel of judges, by the way, looking at return on investment, looking at how somebody has creatively applied some of the technology out there and is really driving their business or their nonprofit organization forward.
And the area of recognizing companies for their innovation and creativity, that for a nonprofit, it may not, the ROI may not be a bottom line financial, right? It could be just the impact that they're making on students. I know that was one of the ones last year, pretty amazing stuff that they're doing.
Very good point. Not everything's measured in dollars, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Not every day, anyway. So we've had a great lineup of speakers. The head of RIM, Jim Bosley, was the speaker last year, and typically we bring in companies that are the tech-enabled side, and their leader talks about how they're using technology to differentiate their business. And we're going to be speaking with this person later on over the course of the next month. So we'll just tee it up and give the announcement as this year's speaker. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, hey, we're really excited about this. We're bringing Jeff Sprecher. He's the head of Intercontinental Exchange. It's a growing technology company right here in Georgia. And from what I understand, Tina, I haven't heard him speak, but he's a really dynamic speaker and really fits this event well because being innovative and applying technology is what they do there, and really excited about him coming to speak.
So right now, for our listeners, there's a few things we'd like you to do. One is consider, again, applying if you're a tech-enabled company. These are not for companies, again, that are producing technology. That would be the top 40 innovative technologies. But if you are producing a technology, you can submit one of the companies that are using your technology that you believe are actually making a difference in terms of ROI, creativity, and the things that we mentioned before. But also there's an opportunity to sponsor, and Todd, you and I have been working on that over the last few months. We already have several key sponsors, including Verizon. But, you know, that's a place to build brand, and I know you're a big believer in that. So tell us a little bit about why you sponsor, and maybe you can say a few words to get others motivated to do the same.
Yeah, so when we step back and look at this, one, I see this as an opportunity for our customers to be recognized for using our technology. And when you think about this event and the level of event this is, just like the Georgia Technology Summit, there are a lot of C-level people sitting in that room and a lot of people that will be C-level executives in the future. And it's a good place to have your name out there. And believe me, when I go, I'm a technical guy, I'm not a sales guy, but when I go to say we want to sponsor this event, our salespeople and our marketing people and our PR people are all over it because we really feel like it's a great place to get our name out there. And by the way, TAG is doing such extraordinary things in helping grow technology in Georgia. It's just good to hook your name with it, and we're excited about it.
Well, that's a great point. So it's brand building for the company, and companies that have been sponsors in the past of Excalibur or some of our other events stay with us because they're getting an ROI. They're not only contributing to the community, they're actually having an impact in terms of business uptick for their company. And just building that brand. Atlanta's and Georgia's such a relationship kind of town that it's good to be out there. But the other point that you mentioned, equally important, is TAG utilizes those dollars and wants to help Georgia's technology community grow. And we've hired a full-time government relations person, and now we have a full-time PR director, our technology evangelist. And I was just told since the beginning of the year through some of the new PR efforts we've taken on, there's been 59 newspaper placements equaling about 30 million in terms of eyeballs to TAG, if you will. So we're pretty excited about that. And the net on these sorts of events helps TAG to take those dollars and use them for the greater good of the community. I know you're a big believer in that.
Absolutely.
So we've got the event. It's coming October 21st at the Renaissance Waverly. We love that. We love that venue out near Cobb Galleria. It's a place where you can park easily and get to it easily. And it's a morning event, so you start at 7:30 and you're out of there by 10 in the morning. We expect 400 to 500 people, so it'll be a full house. And again, now is the time for people to consider registering for the event online. You can do that at tagonline.org. You can sponsor, or most importantly, now's the time to get your nominations in because the committee starts to work. And maybe just want to, I think you went through the process or you're familiar with the process, Todd, just in terms of once we get the applications, we're going to have a group that really combs through these. I know it's a pretty exciting activity. I enjoy sitting in and listening to how the judges, who are all seasoned folks, vet each company that submits and then ultimately makes the decision as to who the finalists, who the winner is going to be.
It's a fun process. As you know, I got to participate and be a judge a couple of years ago, and it really picked my ears up when I started looking at these, or my eyes up, I should say, when I started looking at these applications and seeing how companies are applying technology and really innovative ways. And again, hopefully we have a lot of submissions. I believe we will this year. Like I said, we're starting early, and I think it's going to be a fantastic event.
Well, we appreciate that Verizon's such a key player in the community, and you guys have been growing here, I know. Any last words about plans you can share in terms of Verizon here? I know you've told me recently in terms of some of the growth and some of the activities your company's having in Georgia. I'm sure they feel like Georgia's a key strategic spot for the company.
Yeah, we absolutely believe that. And just to kind of put it out there, and these are rough numbers, Tino, but in the last year and a half, we've spent $20 million on our network just here in Georgia. And we have probably around 4,600 employees in the state of Georgia. And we look at the Alpharetta area and Atlanta area as an IT hub for Verizon Wireless. We continue to grow. We're not big believers in spreading IT people out across the United States in small offices. So we continue to grow this site, and every day we have of an organization of somewhere around 3,000 IT employees. We probably have 500 or 600 here in Alpharetta, and looking to expand that to 100 plus more in the next 6 months. So it continues to grow as one of our major IT hubs, and we're finding we're getting great technical talent here, and it's a great community to attract people to.
Well, we appreciate you being here, as I said, and Todd, thanks for your leadership on the Excalibur Awards. I know it's going to be a great event. As you say, we're buttoning it all up now, and now it's just a matter of getting people to apply, nominate someone, hopefully do it today, and thanks for joining me on Tech Talk.
Great. Thank you very much, Tino.